Hey everybody, Eric here from Bloat Games coming at you tonight. I wanted to go real quickly over how you determine attributes in the Blackest of Deaths, and how you're going to do that. It's the same attributes as in most D20 systems, so you got Strength, Intelligence, Wisdom, Constitution, Dexterity, and Charisma. And how you're going to determine your attributes is you're going to roll 66 all at one time, so 66s. And then if you have any ones, set them to the side. And then you're going to start assigning your attributes and converting your attribute numbers. So if you roll a 6, you're going to assign that to an attribute and you're going to give that a score of 3. If you roll a 4 or a 5, you're going to assign that to an attribute, giving it a score of 2. If you roll a 2 or 3, you're going to assign that to an attribute, giving it a score of 1. Now remember those ones that I said to set aside? All right, now you're going to be able to re-roll those ones. And this time, if you get a 4, 5, or 6, you're going to be able to convert that to an attribute of 0. A 2 or 3 converts to an attribute of -1. And a roll of another 1 converts to -2. And as you see right here, we actually have a sample version. So this was a score that I rolled making a barbarian. All right, I rolled a 6, a 4, a 2, a 2, a 1, and a 1. All right, so when I re-rolled the 2 and the 1, I got a 5 and a 1. So that gives me that -2 and the 0. And then the 6 converted to a 3, the 4 converted to a 2, and the 2 converted to a 1, and the other 2 converted to a 1. And then you see here, because of this being a barbarian, they actually assigned the attributes kind of in the same way, the same priority that they were converted. And that's how you determine attributes. So there's not like a 3 through 18. Instead, it works more off the bonuses. And when you roll your core mechanic, that's what you add into the into your score is your attribute bonus. So if you were like, say with your barbarian right here, and he has a strength of 3, when he goes to attack with a melee weapon, he'd roll his d20 and his d6, and then he would add +3 to his d20 roll. Okay, and then if he had like say it was a magical weapon, then he would add +1 on top of that, or whatever the magical weapon is. But that's how very quickly you determine attributes in the Blackest of Death. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back at you soon with another video.